Jesus crucified for me, is my life, my hope's foundation, and my glory and salvation. Amen. As we commemorate Holy Week and the crucifixion of Christ, we remember and consider the week that leads up to his blessed death and resurrection. Today, we commemorate the institution of the Lord's Supper. I would venture to say that Maundy Thursday is often the most overlooked of the holy days this week. It's the red-headed stepchild, if you will, of Holy Week. We read about how Jesus washed the feet of the disciples and instituted the Lord's Supper, but we aren't really into the emotional, hard-hitting story of the Passion just yet. We don't get into the betrayal of Judas or the denial of Peter or the beating and pain that Christ suffered. We don't really have much of an unusual liturgy either, as I was discussing this with Linnea the other day, with the exception of the stripping of the altar, which doesn't even come until the end of the late service. For Maundy Thursday, it's pretty much everything as usual, just as we have each and every Sunday. When compared to the emotional Passion reading at the Good Friday service, or the beautiful liturgy and extensive readings at the Easter Vigil, or the joyful celebration at Easter sunrise service, Maundy Thursday can seem somewhat mundane and ordinary. Some churches try to spruce up Maundy Thursday service by having actual feet washing as a way to emulate Christ, and while others overlook Maundy Thursday service altogether. However, when we view Maundy Thursday as mundane and ordinary, we fail to see the extraordinary event that we have grown so accustomed to. Unlike the other holy days, on Maundy Thursday, we are not just simply remembering or emulating Christ, but we are actually joined with him just as we are each and every Sunday. Though it may be something that we are used to and we take it for granted, we should continue to marvel that Christ continues to come to us here in time and space and present himself to us in humble means of bread and wine. Though we may only taste the stale wafer of bread and sweet wine, our senses fail to realize that in, with, and under the bread and wine are the crucified and resurrected body and blood of Christ. Here on this holy day, on that holy night in the upper room, Christ encompasses all time and space and continues to do so. As we eat and drink this holy meal, we are united with Christ and Christians from all time. We are united with the saints of the Old Testament. We are united with the apostles. We're united with our Christian ancestors, and we are united with the church of all ages. We partake of the heavenly feast of Christ's body and blood with angels and archangels and all the company of heaven. We aren't just remembering or acting out some past event. We are actually united with Christ and all of Christendom. Though Maundy Thursday may seem ordinary and usual in comparison to the other holy days, we fail to see the magnitude and extravagance that we get to enjoy each and every Sunday. So on Maundy Thursday, we celebrate the specific institution of the Lord's Supper. We continue to celebrate it each time we are joined here together. Christ continues to come to us not just one Thursday a year, but he comes to us each and every Sunday. He continues to come to us granting forgiveness, life, and salvation through these humble, lowly means of bread and wine. Though it may seem ordinary because we get it all the time, let us consider how today especially, how extraordinary the gift of the Lord's Supper truly is. Christ became our sacrificial lamb and gives us himself to eat and to drink for the full forgiveness forgiveness of all of our sins. He continues to bring the gift of the cross to us each and every Sunday as we eat and drink his holy body and blood for the forgiveness of sins. And for that we can never grow tired or bored. And so with that in mind, let us turn in our hymnals to page 326 as we recite in the small catechism the sacrament of the altar, that we may more fully consider and comprehend what a joyous gift we have in the Lord's Supper. Page 326. What is the sacrament of the altar?
It is the true body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, under the bread and wine, instituted by Christ himself for us Christians to eat and to drink.
Where is this written?
The holy evangelists Matthew, Mark, Luke, and St. Paul write, our Lord Jesus Christ, on the night when he was betrayed, took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples and said, take, eat, this is my body which is given for you. This do in remembrance of me. In the same way also he took up after supper, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, saying, drink of it, all of you. This cup is the New Testament in my blood, which is shed for you for the forgiveness of sins. This do as often as you drink it, in remembrance of me.
What is the benefit of this eating and drinking?
These words, given and shed for you for the forgiveness of sins, show us that in the sacrament forgiveness of sins, life and salvation are given us through these words. For where there is forgiveness of sins, there is also life and salvation.
How can bodily eating and drinking do such great things?
Certainly not just eating and drinking do these things, but the words are here, given and shed for you for the forgiveness of sins. These words, along with the bodily eating and drinking, are the main thing in the sacrament. Whoever believes these words has exactly what they say, forgiveness of sins.
Who receives this sacrament worthily?
Fasting and bodily preparation are certainly fine outward training, but that person is truly worthy and well prepared, who has faith in these words, given and shed for you for the forgiveness of sins. But anyone who does not believe these words, or doubts them, is unworthy and unprepared, for the words for you require all hearts to believe.
Friends in Christ, on this holy day, I urge you to contemplate these words, given and shed for you for the forgiveness of sins. In Jesus' name, amen. The peace of God that surpasses all understanding, guard and keep your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus our Lord.
Amen.